And are we good? We're good. Okay. Hey guys, what's up? It's BigJackFilms here. Welcome to another live stream. Welcome. It's been a pretty interesting week, hasn't it, for everybody this week? Oh boy. I'm not obviously gonna get into a lot of the stuff that's going on in the world, but let's just say it's been not lovely. Not people getting along. That's all I'm gonna say. By the way, hi Ike Studios, hi Jonzo, hi JT is Reborn, hello Sean, welcome, awesome. I cannot wait to see the next opening night from you because I'm gonna need those soon, buddy. Hi Jordan. Wow, we got a lot of people. Hi Nick Jackson, good to see you. So, couple things to update you guys on. First of all, we uploaded a few videos this week. First off being so you guys saw the Power Rangers review, which thank you. You saw the what was it? The Mighty Morphin Power Rangers version of our show, which was kind of cool. Monday I posted a new TikTok compilation. You guys can go check that out. It's just a fantasy themed compilation. I've been doing a few TikToks lately. As well as I also uploaded what if Gundam Seed was Star Trek Next Gen? Now, for those who had watched that video and were wondering, what the hell, you're into Star Trek? I'm a casual fan. Very casual. I like what I like. I kind of skip what I don't care for. Star Trek, for me, has always been kind of boring. I mean, I like its kind of ideas of the future and the techno-babble and all that stuff. That's great. But when it comes to Star Trek, first of all, I'm Team Picard, hands down. I'm a next gen guy, and that's mostly because me and my dad used to watch. My dad's a huge Star Trek fan, and me and him would watch it on the Space Channel every afternoon. That'd be our thing to do, is to watch Star Trek Next Gen. But I mean, but I don't remember it as vaguely as much as I used to. I like Picard. I like LeVar Burton because this is the same guy who brought us Reading Rainbow. Love that shit. And a few other people, and I also know some of the Star Trek actors had worked with. Yes, I'm in the garage. I know a few of the Star Trek people had voiced stuff for Gargoyles, which was a great show. But it's funny because, and then I like the new J.J. Abrams, the first one at least. I thought Into Darkness was good when it came out, but as over time, I'm like, wow, this is just Wrath of Khan, it's a piece of shit. I didn't see in the last one, Beyond. But I am excited for what Tarantino's going to do with Star Trek. Let's see what happens. But anyway, so, I'm a casual viewer, but watching Gundam Seed, which I've been really getting ever since New Year's, because every New Year's, I don't know if you guys know this, but New Year's, when I was a kid, around the early 90s, 2000s, we have a television network here in Canada called YTV. I have a lot of Canadian programming and some stuff from America, but there was a time in the late 90s and early 2000s when they would hold something called Animania. And it was every New Year's Eve and New Year's Day, which was essentially their 24-hour, 48-hour block of nothing but anime all day and night. And that was my thing to do on New Year's. Now, for a long time, they've discontinued it. But I remember seeing pretty much my first visual image of what Anime North was, because they'd go to Anime North, film it, and then save it for Animania on New Year's. But I remember all this stuff. And it was fantastic. So since they discontinued it, lately I've been kind of like, screw it, I'll hold my own Animania. So Brad came up, we went down to the Buffalo Wild Wing, had a couple drinks, and then we came back and we watched anime and all that shit, which was great. So watched a bit of anime, and I've been kind of rewatching a lot of anime, some being Inuyasha, Dragon Ball, Sailor Moon, a few other things in between, but I've been doing pretty good. So watching Gundam Seed, I'm still on it. I've always said this, it's Star Trek meets Top Gun, is how I can describe Gundam Seed. So I thought, why don't I take Gundam Seed and make it look like Star Trek? Basically, next-gen Star Trek. So, Captain Romnius is our Picard and all that stuff. So, that's the idea. And I kind of did it out of just pure boredom because I was bored Monday. I was like, fuck, I'll just put something out there so I don't have to do anything Tuesday. So, that's the reason for that. So, another thing I should mention, some good news. I've been currently writing a lot of scripts. And what I mean by that, writing scripts for future reviews that are going to come out in the year. It's usually my 2-month period to kind of take a break from work, making big videos and write new stuff. So I've got a fuckload of episodes planned. As you guys can tell from the title thumbnail of this, which is a beautiful painting of an early painting for the Comic 76 poster that never came to pass. That was supposed to be a poster. I've got planned, I've written, and essentially filmed 5 episodes of the King Kong reviews that are going to come out this year, all sporadic. 2 in March, 1 in April, and then there's going to be another, and then there's going to be 2 more later in the year. So you're going to get about 5 episodes this year, which is great. Because I want to also spread it out with other reviews. And speaking of which, I've also worked on 2 other movie reviews that I've actually got written down, that I'm currently writing. I've got already a couple ready to go already. Scripts are finalized, which includes Mummy Month, obviously, and a few other things. We're still trying to get that off the ground. But the next thing we're currently working on is on 2 movies. One I saw a few years ago, and the other I actually just watched last night. I watched for the first time last night, and I had kind of fun as this little cartoon movie. So that's what's been happening. You can look forward to the 2 Kong reviews in March, a Kong review in April, a new review in April as well. So there's going to be 2 reviews in April and March. And then hopefully something in May. That's another thing. Me and my buddy, the N64 Gamer, we are also currently writing a new episode that's anime themed that we're going to be talking about in May, which I consider the month of anime. See what I did there? Because that's usually when I get into my huge anime kick. On top of that, Anime North, the big convention in Canada, which I always go to, which, yes, I am coming back. I can confirm I am coming back to Anime North. If you guys want to see me there, if you guys are local Canadians, you can come meet me there. I'm just going to be having fun. And I'm also going to be cosplay. So we're working on those. That's pretty much all the good stuff. But today is just, again, a simple workshop day, fixing some stuff, because I've been working on the past 24 hours on a really kick-ass cosplay that I'm probably going to be wearing at Toronto Comic-Con in March, which you guys can go, obviously, get tickets for that if you want to come meet me. Another thing, again, this is a goal, not a promise. There's 2 differences. This is a goal, not a promise. I am going to actually try this year to make it to G-Fest. I had such a fun time in, 2018? That was G-Fest 2018. I had such a great time. I missed out on 2019, which is okay, and that's understandable because my dad had to go to a special event for the Army, which was great because he served. And yeah, we're going to be, I'm going to be trying to come back this year. And I kind of made a little bit of a, essentially a minor announcement on D-Man 1954's live stream. Yes, I pop in there once in a while. If you ever see D-Man 1954 do a stream, I'm on there sporadically. So if you guys want to talk to me there. If you guys are big D-Man 1954, which, by the way, shout out to him. Shout out to him. He's a really cool guy, really great guy to talk to. He wants a copy of my Kong movie. So I'm going to be mailing that to him pretty soon. G-Fest, Zach, is a, okay, that's funny. G-Fest is a convention in Chicago that is all specifically for Godzilla fans, Kaiju fans, Kong fans, so that's why I went. And that's why I'm going this year, because Godzilla vs. Kong coming out, so I figured it's the perfect time to go. I'm going to be maybe trying to get a table. I want to try to get an artist table. I want to sell my copies of my movie for people, which they're probably going to go for about $5 a copy. So I'm hoping to do stuff like that. I'm going to get a booth. I'm going to get a nice vinyl banner. You guys can come meet me. It'd be fantastic. I'm really going to try this year. Really going to try. And who knows? I might screen some of my episodes there. I might hold a panel. I've got ideas. So that is a hope. That is a goal, not a promise. Because I do want to come. It just depends on money, time, and everything. However, you guys want to help, if you guys want to help, go check out my Patreon. Just $1 more, we'll get you early. I don't know why my hair keeps getting in the way of this. Just $1 more, we'll get you early access to all of our content, as well as other special features, and your donations are very much appreciated. And we're definitely going to be maybe using those goals to get us to G-Fest this year, because that is something I really want to do. We've already gotten $100 all ready to go, and that we're probably going to use to essentially make a new banner. We're going to make a brand new banner, especially for cons, because we do want to try to get out there a bit more. We're going to spend the $100 on that. But anyway, so that was our first goal, which is pretty cool. So, yes, of course, guys, again, link down below to Patreon. Last thing before we get started, before we answer questions, before we get work on these 2 cosplay pieces, I want to give a few shout-outs to a few people. Most of them have been going through a bit of a rough time, so I figured I'd be a nice guy and help them out. So first of all, first shout out I want to give to is BATTYALANA. She has been a huge supporter of the channel. Great actress to work with. If you guys don't know who she is, she played our live-action Android 18 on our show. Definitely go check her out at her Instagram. Guys, go follow her. She could really appreciate it. I haven't heard from her in a bit, but I'm currently figured I might as well help her out here, and give her a bit of confidence. So, guys, go follow BATTYALANA on Instagram. She could really appreciate it if you guys did that, especially if you have any questions about the show, which is pretty cool. So, there's that. Second shout out. Of course, I want to give to LUNACHIBUNNIE. She's a fantastic cosplayer. We helped build her Aerith Stafford Final Fantasy on our DIY show, which we do want to get back on, by the way, this year. We want to do more DIYs. We got one commission we're currently working on. You can't really see it right now, but it's in the works, and that's going to be a little surprise for that. So go check out LUNACHIBUNNIE, link down below. Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. Guys, go subscribe to her. She is a fantastic talent. She can really use the support. Please do that. LUNACHIBUNNIE, please. Third shout out. This is for somebody we actually just met recently, who we discovered on TikTok. And she's a wonderful, wonderful talent on there. Really check her out. We discovered her on Christmas of all things. So, Christmas gifts, I guess. So this person has been we've been kind of in contact lately. We've been really helping her out. I'm just gonna, how do I check the description on this? I have no idea. I think it's, okay, sure, no. Damn, I can't remember what her name was. I had it. But she's also down there in the description. You can subscribe to her on YouTube. You can check out her follow her on Twitter. She had currently, what is it? STARLYNNFAY? STARLYNNFAY, that's her name. STARLYNNFAY. Okay, guys, go check out STARLYNNFAY. She's a great talent, really good, great model, really cool gal to discover. She has great potential. Guys, go subscribe to STARLYNNFAY's YouTube channel. I'll link that below. And also go check out her Twitter. She currently has been dealing with a little stuff. Her brother has been going through a lot. Her car just broke down, so we want to help her out. Guys, go check out her content. Bear in mind, it's not for everybody. It's not for everybody. But I would recommend everybody going to check her out. She is a fantastic talent, and a major shout out to her because we want to help out. We want to help out the little people. We want to help out the people who could use more support. So that's kind of our job here, because we're not just a big corporation, you know, all about corporate sponsors, which we don't have yet. But even then, we still want to give back to the little people, to the people who have been helping us here on the channel. So guys, go check out BATTYALANA on Instagram. Go check out LUNACHIBUNNIE on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. And go check out STARLYNNFAY on YouTube, Twitter, and TikTok. Go check her out. Wonderful talent. So, now that that's out of the way, we're 13 minutes in. Holy shit, we're going by this like a motherfucker, aren't we? Also, thankfully, with Kappa, I'm okay. I so far have not received any complaints from Kappa. I haven't received anything. I think I'm going to be okay, because I'm in Canada, and they only apply to Americans, so I'm sorry. With that being said, on this video that I've made for educational purposes, I've not seen Close on Netflix. We also got fan mail this week! Hooray! We got new fan mail. I always love when you guys send me stuff. This is great. It says be careful what you read. Oh god, I hope there's not anthrax in here. That's the joke I always make. If I don't know what's in the package, I think it's anthrax. Because that's an old joke. Anyway, this comes from Tyler Fish from Pottstown, PA. I don't know where PA is in the United States. But, okay. I thought it said Potterstown. I'm like, does he go to Hogwarts? Does it say, Dear Mr. Potter, we are here to inform you that you have been invited to the Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry, located in California, or Florida, or England, or Japan. We have tons. We've pushed our boundaries, Mr. Potter. Oh, it's hilarious. Anyway, so we're gonna open this up and see what it says. Be careful what you read. Oh my god. I'm kind of scared to see what the hell's in here. Please don't be like, you know, dear BigJackFilms, I hate you because you ruined Android 18 for me and your King Kong Valentine's Day special. Alright, oh, we got a long one. It says, it says, do not open until 1985. I'm like, okay. Alright, let's see here. Whoa! Okay! This is cool. Alright. let's see. So he sent us essentially his rating of the entire Star Wars saga. So I guess he watched the Star Wars original trilogy reviews, which we are working on the prequels still. We're just taking the holidays off. We're gonna actually film in the snow, which is kind of cool. I want to film more in the snow, different natural environments, essentially. So he sent us essentially his canon timeline. This Star Wars, my canon is official. I'm sorry, that's my typical Star Wars nerd. But by the way, before I get started on reading this, can I just point out, everybody's been complaining about The Rise of Skywalker, which me and the guys really enjoyed. We really had fun with that movie. Let's be honest, guys. You all want to point fingers. You want to blame J.J. Abrams. You want to blame Rian Johnson. You want to blame Disney. You want to blame Kathleen Kennedy. You want to blame the fans on this side. You want to blame the fans on this side. You want to blame George Lucas. Can we all just agree that Star Wars fans, the hardcore ones that are, like, causing all this shit, what I call anti-Star Wars fans, film snobs, they haven't been happy for over 25 years. They have not been happy since the special editions. That's how far I'm going back with where the disappointment started. It didn't start with Disney. It didn't start with the prequels. It started with the special editions. I think that was really when things went off hill for fans. And that was pretty much the point of, like, I'm just going to hate everything that Star Wars is made out of. Except the original trilogy, because those are pure. I don't know, I might bring in a nerdy character because I love doing, like, because one of my favorite nerd characters in media is Comic Book Guy from The Simpsons. You know, worst cosmic wars ever! I only watched it 3 more times today. Know what I'm going to call him? Toxie. I'm going to call him Toxie, the overprivileged nerd. I am Toxie, the overprivileged nerd who is anti against everything except for everything in my childhood. I don't know. Do you guys would like a character like that who's, like, very this comic book nerd, dear Mr. Potter, we regret to inform you that Fantastic Beasts are no longer canon because J.K. Rowling is a word I cannot say on the internet. Just so that I want to create sort of a snooty, snobby, geeky character. I don't know, I want to create that sort of nerd character who's just like, everything to me in my childhood is canon. Disney can suck my left Dragon Ball. I don't know, I want to create that, this sort of snooty comic book guy. I should cosplay comedy. Yeah, I've already got the pony. Yeah, I can totally do comic book guy. I am cosplaying as Randall Curtis, Cosmic Wars creator. Oh, because the reason we love, like, I love comic book guys so much, it's because, me and Josh and the guys, we quote comic book guy all the time when we can. We always try to impress him. Like, even coming out of every Star Wars movie, we're like, worst cosmic wars ever! I want to see it 3 more times today. Go back and watch the line. But, that was so much fun at that theater. But anyway, so to the point, I feel like the fans have not been happy since the special editions in 97. Which is a shame, because that's when I'm literally one of the last few people who have seen all the films in theaters, which is a shame, because, I saw the special editions. So, yeah, that's just my theory, is that ever since the special editions, they just anti-Star Wars everything. Just hate everything they put out. I want to know, what was that question about, like, Dear Mr. Potter? I want to read these quotes and kind of do it in the nerd voice. I don't know. Top chat. Okay. Mr. Potter, that's not Hogwarts invite. That is a lawsuit letter. J.K. Rowling stinks. 54% on Rotten Tomatoes. I pervert higher than the Phantom Menace. Will I do more Valentine's Day specials? Maybe. Got a couple ideas I might do. I don't know. There's not going to be one this year. But I do have plans for a new April Fool's episode, which will not be an actual April Fool's episode. Trust me on that. It'll be an actual review. Holy shit. As a Star Wars... I'm sorry, I want to read this like this back when forever. My apologies. As a Star Wars fan, I like The Force Awakens. Oh, I can't read that. I'm just going to start reading all my comments as comic book guy. Hunger Games, that is so mainstream. Battle Royale from Japan, a.k.a. Quentin Tarantino's favorite movie of all time, is the superior film. Thank you very much. Oh my god. You know what it is, too? I've thought about all these generic geek characters. Like, there's that geek. But then, one I've started to... okay, so I like this YouTuber. But I've started to see a trend of these guys, and they're the film snob British YouTubers. Now, I'm not talking about I hate everything. I'm not talking about like certain British, YouTubers. I like British YouTubers. I like people like was it Professor Hopspot, or I think that's how you pronounce it. I hate everything. I like Canigarus. He's British JonTron. But I mean, one I'm 50-50 on, and I like some of his content, but half the time it's like some of it's starting to become very redundant, is Mahler. I love Mahler. I love his insults. I love what he says. I love how he keeps cutting to Luke drinking milk, and he's like, what the fuck? But it's starting to become a passe, cliche form of criticisms. These are what I call the British anti-film snob YouTubers, and this is I can do pretty much all of them. Hello, I'm a British YouTube film critic, and I hate all movies and franchises only because they are distinctive pieces of corporate twat that only care about money and not recreating what I grew up with. Now watch as I explain and talk about the full movie for 40 fucking hours while showing you nothing but bootleg footage and not having the decency to wait until the movie is out on DVD and instead use bootleg footage because that is totally in fair use. That's every British YouTube film snob. They don't wait for the movie to at least come out on DVD. They have to show cam copies. Now look, I'm all for fair use, guys, but I gotta be honest. When it comes to fair use and using clips, I at least wait till there's an HD version of the film out, like, for release, or I wait till the Blu-ray. I at least wait. Because I want to be fair to the filmmakers. I want to at least give them, like, they work hard on those. So for me, it's like, I hate the concept now of how critics are using, online YouTuber critics, are using bootleg cam copy footage of movies to get their point across. Instead of maybe coming up with a creative way of telling it, they're using bootleg footage. And you can't do that. That's where I draw the line, is at bootleg footage. You would have to at least wait till it comes out on Blu-ray or DVD, because that's not fair to the people who want to go see it, in my opinion. So that's why you don't see me use bootleg footage in any capacity. Like I'm wait at least until the movie's out before I review it. So when you want me to see Godzilla vs. Kong, I'm gonna wait till the HD comes out. I'm not gonna use cam footage because that's ridiculous. And again, I'd say using cam footage goes completely against fair use. Because that is using piracy. That is piracy right there. Look, when you see professional critics review new movies, it's because they're using trailers, clips. See, trailers and TV spots and stuff that's been released to the public is fine. But when you use bootleg footage of stuff that's supposed to be seen in the theater, that's when you can't use that until it's out. That's all I'm saying to online critics, is that I'm okay with whatever. Look, you're entitled to your opinion. You're entitled to do whatever review you want. You could do a dissection of the film. But at least have the common ground and fairness to wait till the film is out in HD, DVD, Blu-ray, and home video before you talk about it. I know you're so excited to talk about how stupid this movie is, but please just wait until it's out. Don't be a pirate, essentially, depending on the material. Anyway, so to the point. Let's continue with this letter and see what he says. So, his canon timeline. Let's see. He's got a rating: okay, awful. Okay, so he says original Star Wars is okay. Episode 1 is awesome. Episode 1 is awful, or episodes 1 and 2. The micro series is awesome. 3 is good. Yeah, I can't even half of this. I can't. Okay, so he likes the original trilogy. Not a fan of the prequels, obviously. But he says episode 3 is good. So, to the point. Let's see here. And then he's got Star Wars Resistance. Okay, so it was... Oh, man, dude, why would I be careful what I read? You know what? This is funny. I see the fun in this. Okay. So, he likes everything that Lucas did. He likes everything that Lucas did, a few things with the prequels, but he put the entire Disney era, including Rebels, Solo, Rogue One, the Clone Wars 3D show, that's not canon to Disney. That's not the Disney version. What are you talking about, man? Forces of Destiny, The Mandalorian, Rogue. He took all the titles and he put a big pile of poo on them. Dude, I'm not even mad. I'm not even upset. Look, your opinion's opinion, but this is hilarious. It's the entire Disney era with poop. Pooju! It's Gungan Pooju! Oh no! Icky! Oh man, who sent this? Who sent this? And is there a letter? Oh, there's no letter. Okay, that's fun. That's a I like a little joke there. I like a little joke mail. That's hilarious. Tyler Fish. Thank you, Tyler Fish. I needed a giggle. I really needed a giggle. Thank you. That's hilarious. I think it's supposed to be funny, but look, people have their opinions. Don't fight them. Let them have their opinions. But yeah, there's our fan mail today. Of course, if you guys want to send us fan mail, you know, whether gifts, letters, questions, donations, whatever you'd like, you can at this address: BigJackFilms, PO Box 326, Queensville, Ontario, L0G1R0. We love everything you guys do. Thank you all so much. Now, on to the starting attraction. So we have 2 cosplay pieces that we need to paint today. Now, normally, I would use spray paint to paint this stuff, but we're on a time crunch. It is snowing and cold and dark outside, so I can't spray paint outside. Spray paint here, but car, and I don't want to get anything paint. So we're going to be using just crafter's paint, acrylic paint, for these. So we've got 2 things. We have 2 sports gauntlets. I don't know what you call these in sports. They're Nike pieces. But what's great about these is that if you're building medieval armor, here's some advice, guys. If you're building armor in any capacity and you want to maybe build over it, you want to put some foam, you want to make it, your best source for either main armor or as a skeletal piece to start it, your base, use sports armor. Hockey, football. Use this stuff. This will help you build up your actual fantasy armor. Yeah, I'm not doing a Mandalorian cosplay. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing Marvel. This is something you guys are going to... If you guys follow me on Instagram, if you guys see me on Instagram, Twitter, social media, you might see what I'd be building. I did put out a preview photo of it, and I just worked on it last night. I'm not wearing hockey pads. I'm Batman. You guys can see what I'm building. So, what we're going to do is we're going to be painting this with acrylic gold paint. Very simple. And then what I'm going to do is tomorrow I'm going to be using spray paint to finish the rest. But then the other thing we're going to be painting are these 2 wooden swords. Now, these are common items you can purchase. No, that is not my car. That is my mother's car. I do not drive. So we're going to be using, these are common, everyday, wooden swords that you can get at medieval times, dinner and tournament all throughout America and Canada. They make really great props, wooden weapons and everything. So, yes, happy 40th anniversary to The Empire Strikes Back. So what we're going to do is, I have a ton of these, so we're going to paint these silver, and then I'm going to add some black hockey tape around the grip, because it makes it look nicer. So, that's what we're going to do. Hang on, I just want to check a message from a friend. I know, I'm super nice. Anyway, to the point. So, whose car are you using in opening night videos? I usually use my mother's car. And then if we're driving, we usually use Josh's car, essentially. We just use whatever we can. So, to the point. So, we're going to spray paint these suckers gold, and we're going to get on that, and I will answer your questions while we are doing that. I was offered... Yeah, I know, Zach. You would have made a better movie. Did you check out the latest leak? Okay. So, for those wondering about my opinion, I said this on Twitter, about the current leaks that are apparently not okay to show, not okay to talk about with Godzilla vs. Kong. There's things I like. There's things I don't like. I don't want to spoil it for people who don't want to know spoilers. I'm not going to spoil it because I at least respect people who don't want to know. And I do like my viewers. So, there's something that is a surprise that I'm seeing how they're doing it, and I'm like, okay, that's fine. That's cool. That's really, really, really cool. I'm not going to say what it is. Please do not spoil it in the chat. I'm interested to see where they go with this. What I am not interested in, there's one accessory to one of the toys. Again, no spoilers. Don't spoil it in the chat. I'm not going to say it. That I don't see certain things using because this isn't a fucking cartoon Marvel movie. That's all I'm going to say. That's all my opinion is. But let's see a trailer before I make any assumptions. My biggest fear is that certain characters are going to be doing things that have not been established and or are just made because, wow, that's nuts and cartoony and that looks cool. So, please do not spoil the movie for me. Please do not spoil it in the chat. I will not be spoiling out of respect for people who don't want to be spoiled because I enjoy not being spoiled. So, to the point. We're going to be painting these. So, yeah, we're just going to use some acrylic paint and we're going to make this work. When you move out, who's going to try? I mean, I'm just going to get it moving. I'm just going to get it moving shit. I'm going to figure all that out. You like my character design? Yes, I do, Inuyasha Dinosaur 101. What cinematic universe do you like better? I like the Monsterverse. Out of everything, the Monsterverse has been my personal favorite because I am a fan of Godzilla, Kong, and all that jazz. That's my team. Like, Marvel, I think after Endgame, I'm kind of done. Who can play Android 18 in a good Dragon Ball Z movie? Ooh, currently? That's tough, because the way I would cast it, it would have to be the essentially either like a 90s reincarnation, essentially, of either 90s Charlize Theron or 90s Cameron Diaz is who I would pick. Because what's great about Android 18 is that she's not entirely Japanese. Again, like with Dragon Ball, you can go the distance on whatever you want. I'm just going to start painting these. With Dragon Ball, you can go the distance on whoever you want to cast. But it would have to be somebody, honestly, 18. Has to start at 18, because that's why she's coded that, because her age is 18. That's the running gag that everybody has. But it also has to be a girl who's really tough, really edgy, kind of a badass, but also has her sweet side. She has to have her sweet side, but she's also got to be very strong. I put Android 18 on there with some of the greatest women characters in any media. Like, if there's a woman that girls can look up to, it's her, is what I would say. You know, like, I see all these other characters, I'm like, you're not even, you don't know, like, exactly how to actually do this and how to please people. So it's like, it's all your political crap because you got Mr. Annoying Orange in the office and you want to make a statement, which, thank God he's going out, because I at least want to see movies go back to normal and actually have story and plot and not be about a political message, because I'm getting really sick of that in movies. Really sick of that. Look, movies are supposed to be an escapism, not a mirror to the real world. That I'm getting sick of. Anyway, we're not, that's not my code. I'm not gonna get too political on here or drama or anything. I hate that. I really hate that. When are you gonna review the Dark Knight trilogy? Once I get the first few Batman movies going, I will definitely get to that, because I'm really thinking about it, because once I do these start getting into Batman, I know a lot of people are gonna be wanting that. But I will definitely be at some point doing that, because I do want to do more Batman. Mila Jovovich, is she the chick from the Resident Evil movies? Because no, absolutely not. The Rock should play Nappa. No, you know who should have played Nappa? And I remember magazines were talking about this when the show was popular, with Stone Cold Steve Austin. I think that was it. Yeah, Stone Cold Steve Austin would have been a great Nappa. I think he could still pull it off. The Rock would be a good Mr. Satan, Hercule, I think. He would be great as Mr. Hercule. Or, you know, Mr. Satan. I think he would be the best one. You know, I could totally see him doing that, because he's, you know, family friendly. He acts tough. Deep down, he's a sweet guy. That would be a good casting choice. What do you like better, Family Guy or South Park? I like both. I think both have their strong points. I can't really pick. I think more the hardcore shit, South Park. For the humor, Family Guy's been putting out some pretty funny shit lately. Like, there's some stuff that you're like, how did they get away with that? So for me, that's my opinion. So yeah, we're just trying to really kind of just get the layers on here. And it's a very quick paint job, because the rest of it's going to be covered with actual spray painted gold. King Kong musical is getting a tour. How? Simple. They ship the whole puppet on a plane. It's going to be going to Hong Kong, I think, from what I heard. It's going to be going to Shanghai or Hong Kong, I believe. I'm not 100% sure where exactly. Have you seen Gennaro Tarkovsky's Primeval? No, but I've been watching a lot of Gennov's early work. I've been rewatching a lot of Dexter's Lab, Powerpuff Girls, been watching Samurai Jack, Clone Wars 2D, obviously, prior to Rise of Skywalker. I did watch that, again, because I really like that 2D Clone Wars. My character is half T-Rex, half Carnosaurus, half human. Yeah, it's kind of cool. I do like that human dino hybrid shit. That's really cool. What kind of Godzilla monsters would you want in the Monsterverse? I want Gigan. I think Gigan really could get a new shot. Gigan, Destroya, but save that for the last movie. Probably, I'm trying to think of some other monsters. Can we get Gorosaurus in there somehow? I want Gorosaurus. I was like, you know what, hell, at some point, let's get Godzilla's son back in there, but make him, like, appropriate. Don't make him like Minya. Don't make him all Godzilla says that I did to fight my own battles, you know. Why does my Minya sound like Randy Newman? Want to go to Skull Island, we find old King Kong. That's my best Randy Newman impression. Oh, fuck. I love Randy Newman, but I love making fun of him. Gigan is one with the buzz on. Yeah, I do want Gigan. I'm trying to think of some other ones. Space Godzilla would be cool. Biollante, obviously, because a lot of people like Biollante. If you could somehow... See, what I thought of... I talked about this with a few people. Everybody loves Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. What about the concept of a Into the Godzillaverse movie? See where I'm going here? So basically, you have all these different multiverses of Godzilla. So you have 54 Godzilla, you have Showa Godzilla, you have Heisei Godzilla from 85 to 91, then you have Heisei Godzilla from 91 to 95, and then you have Millennium Godzilla with like 5 different versions, and then you have Legendary Godzilla, Shin Godzilla. That I would like to see is that they all come together and like each are on different sides and then they all fight. Just have a multiple Godzillas in one place. That would be interesting. That you get every single incarnation of Godzilla and they all start fighting and smashing shit. That would be, I would think that would be kind of fascinating. Because then you can pay tribute to all of them and see where they've all been. Like you can see where Showa Godzilla 2 has been, which is basically from Godzilla Raids Again to Terror of Mecha Godzilla. That would be something. You know, you can see where he was. You can see where 85 was. Maybe he was, like, stuck in a vortex or stuck in a time warp because of the whole thing that happened with him and King Ghidorah in 91. You can have, you know, the Gmk Godzilla, which is, in my opinion, my favorite Godzilla design. That's one of my favorites. Like, I love... People have a problem with GMK, but personally, I really think that the GMK designs look badass. Baragon would be another monster to include in the Monsterverse. I would love to see Baragon. Get the Frankenstein shit in there. You know, set up your Frankenstein. Maybe team up with the Dark Universe. Make it where his Frankenstein grows. Make it look like the Frankenstein monster in that episode Life's a Masquerade from Power Rangers. That'd be great. Oh, and somehow get the Megazord in there. As long as it's not the 2017 Megazord. I don't know. I'm all about just a big giant clusterfuck of a monster movie. That's what I would like to see. It's just a multiverse Godzilla movie. Okay, here's the thing I would want with Jet Jaguar. If they do Jet Jaguar, there's one thing they have to do. If they're gonna go they have to go completely insane with that. If they do Jet Jaguar, he takes off his helmet and it's Bryan Cranston. That's the only thing I could see them doing, is that they bring back Bryan Cranston and he's literally playing Jet Jaguar. Like, that's the only thing I could see them doing. He played a Power Ranger. He was the original Red Ranger, so why not Jet Jaguar? I think that would be kind of cool. It turns out he survived. Aliens took his body and rebuilt him as Jet Jaguar. And then he fights with Godzilla. So then you can have that classic Godzilla and Heisenberg team up. I don't know why, but that just sounds so ridiculous, but so amazing. And then you can include the Jet Jaguar theme. Jet Jaguar, Jet Jaguar, Yata Jagara. And you know what? I know people have a problem with Godzilla vs. Megalon. I have fun with that. That's a so bad it's good kind of movie. If you were to combine the Dragon Zord, Tiger Zord, and Falcon Zord, that'd be kind of cool. Can we include the Red Zeo Dino Zords, the Red Zeo Zord and the Dino Thunder Black Zord in there too? Just put those in there for the hell of it. Because if you want to combine all of Tommy's Zords, you might as well put all of them, not just Mighty Morphin. Just my opinion. Punch. My character's name is Lucy, Japanese name for her. Ooh. I have to think about that. Currently working on novel set in 2080s. Okay. What is your favorite Godzilla film series of all time? My favorite era has always been the Heisei era. Mostly because that is one of the darkest. It is it's the most serious of the series. Like, they take that whole Godzilla series and they make it like, here's real shit. Here's how it actually go down. Here's the situation. We're gonna pay respects to Godzilla and make it look like, basically they took Godzilla, the 80s Showa Godzilla movies, and they made it Batman 89. They made it Batman 89. That's the whole thing about the Heisei era. They made it Batman 89. They made it hardcore, and it worked. And and the way it ends is so good. It's so emotionally moving for me. So there's that. Anybody got any questions about the show? Kong, or movies I've reviewed, or whatever. Will I review Jim Carrey movies? I wouldn't mind maybe taking a look at The Mask at some point, because I do enjoy The Mask. I've seen a lot of stuff on TikTok, and it makes me kind of want to go watch it again, because I really enjoy that movie. And I hear rumors they're going to make another one. Warner Brothers wants to make The Mask 2, which, to quote James, The Mask 2? Well, that's a great prize. That movie never got fucking made. Unless you count Son of Mask, but that wasn't until 2 years ago. And that's another thing. My only thing is, if they make a sequel to Jim Carrey's Mask, 1, make it more like the comics. 2, give that Nintendo Power winner his fucking cameo. Or at least an on-screen role. Like, give him an importance in the story. He deserves that. He got screwed big time. If I found out I was going to be in The Mask 2, I would be like, all right, and then it gets canceled. I'm like, you son of a bitch. Give me a quarter of the budget and I'll be happy. I would be upset as hell. Especially if you're a Nintendo person. You're like, you give me fucking compensation for that. Like, I don't want your fucking game. I want your goddamn, I want some fucking a rain check here. I flew out here to California to be in your sequel, and you're not even gonna give me a fucking, you're not even gonna give me like a fucking check for it for not doing it? The hell? I heard of the Three Musketeers. There's the Three Musketeers anime. Please link me that. I'm curious because I like Kaiketsu Zoro. I really enjoyed I haven't watched the anime Robin Hood yet, but I am curious if they made a Three Musketeers anime. I am curious. Although, to be fair, I have seen the Good Times Three Musketeers, and I know about Good Times. Thank you, Phaelus. But the thing is with Good Times, I know they make crap. I know they make garbage. But I will admit their Three Musketeers adaptation is actually not half bad. And on top of that, Rochefort, the main bad guy, the one-eyed guy, who D'Artagnan in the book insults his horse and they duel all the time. I call him French Nappa. Because he literally looks like Nappa, but French. Which is my favorite? Which King Kong movie is your favorite? 1976 and 33. They are tied as the best. I can't stay at all, but I saw you were streaming and I need to say hi. Sorry, I can't stick around. No problem. No problem, D-Man 1954. Thank you so much, buddy. Really, thank you. Then thank you a lot, man. But yeah, we'll hang out sometimes. Maybe I'll have you on a guest spot. That'd be kind of cool. We can talk King Kong. We can talk about stuff, and and I can ask you questions and shit. That'd be a good interview. You guys want an interview with D-Man 1954? Because I'll do it. I'll do it. If he's up for it, I'll do it. Let's get the plug in there, man. Team Kong, yeah. Okay, D-Man. Here's something really cool. Before you go, I just want to point out that for the premiere of Godzilla vs. Kong, me and my guys, we're gonna do this. We want to get t-shirts made that say Team Godzilla and Team Kong, but the joke is we give it the same font as the Team Edward, Team Jacob campaigns from when the Twilight movies came out. But they literally look like the Twilight t-shirts that all the fucking Twilight soccer moms wore, but they seem Team Godzilla and Team Kong. I want to make those into t-shirts. I want to make those, design those, sell them, and if people want them, I'll make them. Like, I'll make those shirts. Because fuck, that'd be funny. Would you guys like to see shirts of those? Like Twilight fonted Team Godzilla, Team Kong shirts? I'll make those. Yes, do it. I'll do it. I'll do it, man. I'll totally do it. Like, I just gotta figure out how to do that. I gotta figure out how to get those manufacturers. Because if I can get merchandise going, and that's one of our first merchandise, that would be great. But yeah, D-Man, definitely reach out to me on Twitter. Sorry I didn't get back to you last night. Because right after your live stream, I did fall asleep. So, I will definitely get back to you, buddy. We'll hang out soon. I think we have a lot in common. So, yeah, we'll talk soon, buddy. Take it easy. Thanks for coming in. Make a review of Kong 76. I already did count. I already did. That was one of my first really popular videos, was a review of that. So, go check that out. That's in season 1, I believe. Season 1 of my show. So that's happening. So, these are pretty much, I'm going to give them one last little bit of brush. And then we're going to take a break from these. We're going to move on to the swords. So, yeah, you're telling me, yeah, it sounds interesting, Inuyasha Dinosaur 101. I'm looking forward to that. Go up to season 100. I'll be, like, in my 80s, and I'll probably, like, be, like, the... See, I figured the way I do that, if my show kept going, and then I end up being, like, a really old man talking about this stuff, you know what's going to be great? I'm going to do what every character does, where he becomes old and then he passes his teachings to the next group. So, the classic that I become the master, that the student becomes the master. So that's going to be the classic cliche of the young master and the young kid, and him passing on his teachings to another, whether it be, I don't know, like if I ever have kids, the son of BigJackFilms. Oh my god! That'd be hilarious! The son of BigJackFilms. He's like, BigJackFilms says that I should learn to review my own movies. No. Why do I come up with such stupid shit? Oh my god. Oh my god, I used to love the Wishbone TV show, Ike. Here's the thing. That show was made when I was a kid. When I was a youngster. Alright, see you later, Brian. Good to see ya. Yeah, I used to watch Wishbone all the time. That was my jam back then. What's the story, Wishbone? Do, 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 do. Loved that shit. And made me like Jack Russells, because Jack Russells are adorable. They're vicious, though. Some of them can be pretty vicious. Oh my god. Okay, Zach. Okay, we get it. You used to make good movies, and now you just make crappy DC movies. I'm sorry, man. You tried. You should have stuck to Dragon Ball. I keep telling you. Should have done Dragon Ball, but you didn't. You went and did, what, 300? Or what did you make in 2009? Was Soccer Punch, Sin City? I can't fucking remember. I can't remember what you made. No, you made fucking Watchmen. You made Watchmen instead. Which was a decent movie. I actually did like it. I never read the comic beforehand, because I watched that when it came out. Never read the comic, and I read the comic after. I'm like, wow, this is a great comic. I like Watchmen. Yeah, Jack Russell, they are vicious, but they can be cute when they're cute. Like, okay, I have a rule with certain films. There's one set of movies I can't watch. I do have a weakness for a certain set of movies. And that's dog movies. So, that Harrison Ford dog movie that he's doing for Disney, not gonna fucking see that. Any dog movie that comes out, not gonna fucking watch it. Would you like to know why? Because what is the biggest spoiler in every dog movie ever made? The dog fucking dies. Whether it be dies of old age, or dies by getting shot, or dies by getting a stick or a shovel hit to the face with a little whine. If there's one thing that I really do not like, is animals getting hurt. Can't stand it. So, I've had bad experiences with dog movies, because they always make me cry. My first real experience... Okay, there's a couple dog movies I will defend and I do like. I do enjoy Homeward Bound. Because guess what? They don't fucking die. Not even in the sequel they don't die. Okay, yeah. Shadow gets old, but at least he fucking lives at the end. You know, you have a dog in any movie, that dog's fucked beyond belief. You see a dog in a movie, like, you are so dead. And you're gonna make everybody cry. I saw I Am Legend on, like, TV, and I saw a dog, like, that dog's dead. You know, I hate dog movies where they die, and they're very rare that they live. Very rare. Even Jurassic Park had the dog die. The T-Rex ate the dog. That's an exception, because at least it's played for comedy. But dogs dying in any kind of fashion, I can't do. My first experience, when I was a kid, I saw in theaters My Dog Skip. I think it starred the kid from Malcolm in the Middle. And I was devastated coming out of that. Because first of all, the dog gets hit with a shovel. And then is thankfully healed. It's like, oh, thank God. And you think it's going to be really happy, really great. The dog lives. He's going to be okay. Oh, and then they say, oh, Skip died. You just have to kick us while we're happy, don't you? You just have to punch us in the balls, say we're going to be okay, and then kick us again. You dicks. I have not looked back on that movie since, and I was heartbroken. I was traumatized. I was a young kid seeing this. So that was strike one. I have a 3-strike rule with that. So, second movie. Actually, it was a book I read first called Where the Red Fern Grows. If you guys want a good book, read that book. Read the book, skip the films. I rented that from my local library. Ask your grandparents' kids what a library is. If you guys, I mean, honestly, guys, read a book occasionally. They're good. It's good to read a book. I read that, and by the end of the book, the last few pages of the book were soaked with tears coming down my face. Broke my heart reading the book. And then we find out they made a movie, and I'm like, God, no, I cannot sit through that. I know they made 2 adaptations. They did one, I believe, in the 70s, and they did one Disney did one. I haven't seen the Disney adaptation, nor do I want to, but I have seen the one from the 70s. And the one from the 70s, okay, in that one, spoiler alert, one of the dogs gets mauled by a mountain lion. That's hardcore enough. And then one of them dies of a broken heart after they bury it. And then a fucking flower grows. And, the biggest thing I hate with animal movies, the worst thing I hate, is in musical scores. If you have a dog movie or an emotional film or an animal movie on a farm or something, right, when you have characters that you really connect with, and then when it gets really sad, you think, okay, I'm a brave boy. It's like, yeah, I'm like Johnson. Okay, I'm a brave boy. I can do this. I'm a brave boy. And then they start playing that motherfucking sad harmonica music, you know, and you're just like, not brave enough for this. I hate when sad harmonicas come into movies. I hate that. Hate that, because that's where they break me, is the fucking sad harmonica shit. Oh my God, so fucking Fox and the Hound? I can't sit through that scene where the old lady with the fucking widow Tweed has to take Todd back in the forest and say, fuck off. Can't do it, man. I can't do that shit. I cannot do that kind of crap. So when the red fern grows, that shit starts playing at the end, and you're just like, God, you can't. I was crying for literally an hour. That hurt. And then at that point, I said, I am never watching another dog movie again. Ever. Ever. A couple years go by. Oh, this is great. You guys are going to love this part. So my mom comes in a couple years later and says, hey, let's watch a movie. I'm like, what movie? Because I know your choices in movies are kind of odd. Oh, it's this movie called Marley and Me. I'm like, the fuck is that? And she shows me and it's like, oh, it's got Owen Wilson. I'm like, okay, Owen Wilson's 50-50. I like some stuff he's in. I don't like most of them. Because all he's like, wow. Like, that's all his fucking dialogue. And she shows me the cover. And there's a golden retriever puppy. I'm like, no, I am not doing dog movies. No, I am not doing that shit. No. Because guess what? It's gonna fucking die. It's gonna die. I never seen the movie. It's like, I know it's gonna die. And she's like, it's not gonna die. I'm like, you promise? Like, yeah. Sat through it. That was easily the biggest lie my mother had ever told me in her entire life. The biggest lie. I literally looked at her after that movie ended in tears, and I looked at her and I said, "You are a liar! You're a liar! Liar! Liar!" I'm like the wife of the Princess Bride. Liar! 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 Get back, witch, and then I'll witch of your life! Worst lie my mother ever told me. And at that point, I'm like, that is 3 strikes, you're out. I am never watching another dog movie again. Ever. I can't do dog movies. That's my rant on dog movies. They are the saddest movies I've ever seen. Like, hell, I've considered doing a top 10 of the saddest things I've ever, like, films and moments I've ever seen. Because there's movies can make me cry. Okay, I'll give you an example. Return of the King, I saw that shit 4 times in the theater. Every time I wept. I felt like I left a fucking funeral. Oh my god. I'll be honest, Last Jedi made me cry a little bit. When Luke kind of faded away, I was literally like, no, I was like Littlefoot at the end of Live Before Time. No, don't go. That kind of loss. Land Before Time makes me cry occasionally. Fox and the Hound's a fucking tearjerker. Certain anime deaths. Spoiler alert, Kikyo's death had me fucking weeping on the floor. I felt like I felt like I went to a goddamn wake. Felt like I went to a wake. That hit me hard. Trying to think of other movies I cried at. I did cry at Dark Knight Rises. I'm not gonna lie. I cried at Dark Knight Rises because that kind of hit me. You know what? I cried at the end of Revenge of the Sith when I saw it at 13. You want to know why? Because I thought at the time it was the last Star Wars movie. You know, like, I thought that was the last one. That kind of got me a little bit. Like, oh, man, it's over? Okay. So that was kind of the thing. So certain movies can make me cry. Certain movies can really get to me. I'm just trying to think of some other ones that really hit me. Like, it's mostly because of endings, because endings can really give me a tearjerker. But yeah, Return of the King was probably the most I cried at a film. Because in that one, you have, I think the part, okay, obviously the multiple endings is a big thing, but what really hits me is, honestly, what is it, when Frodo's about to leave. We know Frodo's gonna go away, okay, sad enough. And he's hugging all the hobbits, he's saying all goodbyes. When he hugs Sam in that big embrace, that is where I lose, that's where I snap. That's where I crack and I am bursting with tears. It's that, and when he's in the Grey Havens, or not the Grey Havens, no, it's the Houses of Healing in Gondor, and the whole Fellowship is reunited, and goddamn Howard Shore has to play the fucking Fellowship theme right then, right when I think Aragorn comes in. It's like, oh, it's all sad. Here comes Legolas, here comes Gimli, and then they play. Da, 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 da. I'm like, you son of a bitch. Oh, that hit me hard. I will admit, as much as I do not like Fallen Kingdom, that Brachiosaur scene did get to me. That did hit me the first few times I watched it. I'm not gonna lie, that made me cry. That hit me pretty hard. So yeah, Inuyasha Dinosaur 101. I did cry at Fallen Kingdom with the Brachiosaur. Everybody cried! Because that's the one from the fucking original. That's the original fucking dinosaur. That, like, oh, it made us all happy. And, like, oh. And it's literally going, don't leave me. And you're like, it's literally like watching a friend you've grown up with just burn alive. You're like, oh my god. Oh my god. That Brachie. Did they ever give her a name? Did they ever give that Brachie a name? I mean, I would have called her Buttercup. That'd be me. I call her Buttercup. Poor Buttercup. And that's only because I watched that Care Bears episode where Grumpy had a dinosaur brontosaurus named Buttercup. Y'all remember that shit? Y'all have to remember that shit. Come on. There was a dinosaur in Care Bears named Buttercup. Look it up. Let's see. Wow, we're like 59 minutes in. I gotta finish this shit up. It's good to have a conversation with you guys. So, yeah, just bear with me while I just finish this up. I've just been constantly painting this for like a half hour. Just trying to get as much as I can before it's done. So I just gotta get this side, and then we should be good. Also, an idea I kind of had that I think would be kind of a funny set of videos. I thought about discussing in kind of a JonTron-esque fashion ASMR videos. Only because I think it'd be funny to just see my reactions to them. Like, I know you guys like my reaction videos, but how would you guys feel about me reacting to ASMR? I gotta be kind of funny, because I always like the ones that are like the RPG ones, because then you can just like come up with comedic timing jokes for them and you like interacting. Like when JonTron did that the drugs commercial and the snake guy, and it's like, hey, you living on your own? I live by myself, thank you very much. I got any kind of drugs you want. One of each, please. I like that kind of humor. So if you guys want to see me do that with ASMR, I'll do it. I think that'd be a really funny set of videos. And I've seen a lot of people do that. I don't know. Maybe it's just me jumping on the train, but it might be something to do. And I really like doing this. I want to try to make these more longer, these live streams, because it's almost like a podcast for me. It's almost like a podcast. And I want to get more people involved. Like, we just start having conversations about shit. So if you guys want more people on these, especially on camera, let me know, because I can do that. I can't do the Google Hangouts thing right now until I get some new equipment, because right now the Google Hangouts thing sucks for me, because it's not working properly. And if you're wondering what I'm painting these sports armor as golden gauntlets for a future cosplay. If you guys who are new here, who are just catching up. So that's what we are currently painting. Okay, we're an hour in. That's cool. We're gonna go overtime this time. You guys get a little bonus here. I might have some people who might be able to make it this time around. Because I know a lot of people say, oh, damn, I missed it. I'm like, well, here's your opportunity. Come here now. Share this around with your friends and subscribe and Patreon and all. Subscribe to Patreon and all that stuff. And also follow me on TikTok. And also, putting a lot of my videos on BitChute now as a backup, just in case YouTube fails. So you guys can find me on BitChute, which is pretty cool. So we're almost done here. Okay, so the rest I think I'll do in spray paint. So I'm just going to let these dry. So here's the gauntlets, all painted. Good! They are good to go. So we're just going to move these suckers over here. Thoughts on the 93 Musketeer Disney movie? Love that one! Love that Musketeer movie. You know, I like Charlie Sheen in that. I like Kiefer Sutherland in that. I love Chris O'Donnell. Tim Curry! Anything he touches is gold. Look, if Tim Curry made a King Midas movie, that whole movie would already be gold. The whole picture would be made of gold. Have I rewatched Little Women? The fuck is that? I've been working on a sequel to my Scooby-Doo fan film. Okay, interesting. Do you watch My Hero Academia? No, but everybody I know watches it. Isn't it called, like, in Japan, like, Boku no Hero or something? Because I can see why they called it My Hero Academia. Because they want to stay further away from a certain anime that's illegal called Boku no Pico. Don't look it up! Don't look it up! It's disgusting. Don't look it up. Don't look it up. I literally, a friend of mine just showed me that at a pure and I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Do you know the character Carvin from Spider-Man? No. Too late. Oh no, Brian, no! Have I seen Hilda on Netflix? No. Lucy, you'll fight a monster called Mutant-Saurus. Ooh, Mutant-Saurus. I like that name. Who would win, Instant Goku or Burning Godzilla? I would say Instant Goku because he's got more power. Damn it! Everybody, don't do it! Saw cats and said Star Wars. Why would you see such putrid cat puke? Horked up cat puke? Why? But why? Why would you do that? They can't stop commenting that. Damn it, Smith! What have I done? I've opened Pandora's box. Okay. So now we're on to the swords. Got these lovely little swords. So I think the first thing I'm going to paint is the logos off because I do not like these. I think what I'm actually going to do, should I sand them? Or should I just paint over them? Tough question. Is sandpaper here? I do not. BRB means be right back. Let me get some sandpaper. You know, I have some sandpaper here. I had it somewhere and it's missing. What the fuck? Ah, yeah. Fucker. You basket case. Listen here, Hagrid, you bastard case. I'm not a fucking wizard. Saw cats. Oh my god, don't, why? Because I... Byron, I just got that! Oh my god! Oh, I'm gonna answer that. It's like, Byron, why did you go see Star Wars? I saw cats. Dude, you saw cats. Why didn't you see Star Wars? Because I've lost control of my life. I get that reference. You are a champ. If you guys don't get that reference, it's a Rugrats thing. Because Stu Pickles is about making, Stu, what are you doing? Making chocolate pudding. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. Why on earth are you making chocolate pudding? Because I've lost control of my life. Why is that not a meme about everything? Why is that not a meme? And Gamer64 sent me a message. Hold the fuck on. Ooh! I think he got a... Ooh, wow. Oh, that's cool. To talk to him about that later. Anyway. You're a Blizzard. You're a Blizzard, Harry! I'm not a Blizzard, Harry! I'm just Hagrid, I'm just Hagrid, you fat... I'm just Harry, you fat... Watch Watership Down. Oh god, that movie's terrifying. Like, what poor kids had to sit through that? Okay. So yeah, we're just gonna sand off this shit. Make it a little easier to paint. So, there we go. I'm gonna try to wrap it around this thing. Let's see. Can you do a Family Guy character impression? I can only do one, but it's the worst character. Well, hey there, young fella. Bring me any good news today? Come on over here, son. Fetch me the papers. I need to use my grabber. That's a nice muscle throne you got there. If you get sweaty and won't take your shirt off, that'd be just fine. Oh god, everyone wants dares. No, no, I'm just trying to sand down the sword, get the logos off the thing. I'm just gonna do it this way. You people are gonna come up with some weird shit. There we go. So yeah, we're just sending the shit down. Oh my god. You guys are funny tonight. I needed a good laugh from everybody. I got the letter, I got comments on memes. By the way, guys, can you guys meme me? I've been getting a few memes. Somebody put a meme version of me as a downward spiral, and it's hilarious. If you guys want to meme me, or make a YouTube poop on me, please go ahead, because I laugh at that. I laugh at the stuff people send me. Can do a Tigger impression. Well, hey there, poo boy. It's me, Tigger. I confuse Tigger with Goofy. It's like T-I-double-G-R. He sounds the same. Oh, bother. If it isn't Tigger. Oh. You're for our Lord Savior Kronk. Oh god. Alright, Bader. Ready Player One, but it's BigJackFilms. That is in the works. I am going to be reviewing that. That is in the works. Do I go to Goodwill? Yeah, I mean, like, that's the trick to cosplay. I either go to Value Village, Goodwill, or the Sally Ann because it's secondhand. I buy everything secondhand now because it's cheap and you're saving money. Will I review Conan movies? Maybe someday. Maybe someday I'll review Conan. Do a crossover with ProZD. I don't know who ProZD is. Forgive me if that is a popular thing, but I do not keep track of the really super duper popular YouTubers. Do not keep track of Logan Paul. Do not keep track of really any of the big guys. If I hear something and it interests me, I'll watch it, but really, I do not care. I more look after the little guys like you guys. You know, the viewers that have good potential for videos. Like, Brock McGinnis, aka Indie Fan. Guys, go subscribe to him. Because he could use the support. He does amazing reviews on fan films. First Conan is my favorite. Yeah, I like the first Conan. Conan the Destroyer I think is decent. Hell, I actually kind of like Red Sonja. I know that's considered a really bad movie, but I have fun with Red Sonja. Don't judge me. I like Red Sonja. And then I actually didn't mind the remake. I thought Jason Momoa was a fantastic Conan. Now, do I want to see King Conan with Arnold coming back? Absolutely. What is best in life, Sam Wilson? To crush your enemies, see them driven before you, and hear the levitation of the women. Love that. I love Arnold. Like, me and my mom were watching Jingle All the Way, and she was laughing his ass off. What I love about Arnold, he's a great action star, number one, but he's got the funniest faces imaginable. Like, you put him in a fight, and he starts going like, like, it's hilarious. Like, in fucking, what is it, Jingle All the Way? You know, he's trying to get the ball, and a girl sprays, pepper sprays him, he's like, give me that, and he sees, like, fucking Sinbad, he got through! Oh, I love that movie. I don't care how dumb it is. Where's a fucking Turbo Man suit? It's Turbo time! I'm your clone. I'm your clone, who are you? Okay, I haven't seen that one. Have I seen any Bruce Lee films? Unfortunately, no. I have not sat through a Bruce Lee movie. I like Bruce Lee. I think he's cool. Okay, that's not true. I used to watch Green Hornet as a kid. Yes, I eat Subway. Subway is delicious. It's better than Mr. Sub. Mr. Sub is disgusting. Jason Momoa has a lot of on-screen charisma. Yeah, he's really cool. I had a Turbo Man doll. You had the Turbo Man. He had the Turbo Man doll. He got poo! Hey, BigJackFilms, what do you think of Jim Cummings as a voice actor? He's a great voice actor. He's a really great voice actor. That's all I'm going to say. Really talented, really great guy. Have I ever met him? I don't think I've ever met him. But yeah, he's a nice guy. You know, shit like that. Enter the Dragon is a terrific movie. It's Turbo Man! It's Turbo time! Everybody wants to hear me as Arnold. Both Gandalf and Hagrid are yearly subscribers to Play Wizards. Check this out, Dumbledore. Look at the heat. Look at the fun bags on that one. Very nice, Gandalf. But I much prefer the man over there. Oh, I love doing impressions for you guys. That's my best. That's my best Gandalf and Dumbledore. I think Jason Momoa is a good actor. He's a great actor. Ever seen Highlander? I love Highlander. Highlander kicks ass. Yeah, Big Bird's puppeteer died. That made me sad. That made me really sad. I was really sad. That can be only one. I think Sean Connery was probably my favorite character. It's like, I'm not a drunk, I'm Scottish, as Robot Chicken says. Will you ever cover a Rebel Doll adapted movie? I thought about maybe reviewing Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Maybe James and the Giant Peach, because they're the ones I grew up with. I've had mixed feelings on Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. On the one hand, it's a different take. On the other hand, it's not Gene Wilder, because Gene Wilder just owns that part. In terms of other Ronald Dahl stories, I mean, I'm trying to remember the ones I read. I read Willy Wonka, I read James and the Giant Peach. Didn't see BFG. That didn't seem really appealing to me. Matilda I liked. I liked the Mara Wilson Matilda movie. That's a good one. I remember that shit. Woodchuck Chuck, that was cool shit. I remember, actually, it's funny, because I remember when we were kids, we'd have birthdays at a place that wasn't Chuck E. Cheese. It was called Woody Woodchuck's. And it was like, it was literally Chuck E. Cheese, but it was like a different mascot. It was kind of a knockoff. But it was still a pretty decent place. I remember their pizza was really good. Actually, hell, Chuck E. Cheese pizza is actually pretty decent. Can I do Inuyasha? Like, impression or review the series? Because I do have plans to do something with that. I have cosplayed Inuyasha once, which was kind of cool. I might do that again, actually. I know I have a cosplay build of some kind that I might be doing as a DIY that's based on that, but let's see. Wait, get your mind out of the gutter. Gutter? Yeah, as if. You're the one who's leaning beside me and trying to pierce flesh. Or pushing flesh. It's like, so you were thinking with your mind. Was not. I can't do Inuyasha right now. Like, what? The one I've been practicing the most. Kagome! That's the best I got. Favorite Clancy Brown performance. Don't know who Clancy Brown is. Please refer to me who he is. We're almost done salmon this shit. But yeah. Oh, let me tell you, when I was at Anime North, and I was cosplaying Inuyasha, and I got a few, shouts saying Inuyasha, and I would actually do, shout Kagome, people were actually really impressed with my voice. I'm like, is that the same guy? It's like, no. Mr. Krabs! Yes, Clancy Brown. Oh yeah, Mr. Krabs! Let's be honest, guys. SpongeBob is the definitive cartoon of this generation. In fact, you know what? I'll say this. I can compare SpongeBob with the popularity of Gumby. SpongeBob is the millennial edition of Gumby, in my opinion. That's just me. Like, it's the same kind of shit. It's fucking Gumby. So let's see. Okay, so we got those sanded. Do you like Hellboy? Not a fan. Are you moving out this month? I'm gonna try to find a place soon. I do need to move out at some point, yes. Can you do Science Ninja Teen Gash? I've never heard of that. Do you see all these movies you don't like? Know who Clancy Brown is? Yeah, I only know Mr. Krabs. I'm sorry. Squidward's my favorite. Yeah, Squidward. Dab. There. I did a dab. And I'm a decade late on that. Get up at that. Gandalf at Thanksgiving be like, "You shall not pass on my potatoes." Lucy is not. Say BigJackFilms. What kind of anime character do you think Jim Cummings should voice? Anime character that he would voice. That'd be good. Because I'm thinking something like his Dr. Robotnik from Sonic Set AM. That kind of voice. Like, who would be a good villain he would play with that? Maybe Frieza with that voice would be interesting. Yes, I love Johnny Bravo. That was my jam growing up. Imagine on "You shall not pass." I'm that classy. Pingus usual, I see. Everybody wants impressions now. Okay, so now we're gonna paint this. We're gonna paint these swords. As Danny DeVito would say, "Get your sword! I'll get my sword for you, Danny!" So let's see here. So we're gonna use some silver. I'm adding Johnny Bravo in my second Scooby-Doo. There's a crossover called Bravo Doobie-Doo. Look that up. It's a great crossover. My jaw dropped watching that. Oh, I can imagine somebody's probably done that. I think Sean Connery would have been a better Saruman than Gandalf. You imagine it's like, "Smoke rises from the mountain of doom. The hour grows late, and Gandalf the Grey rides to Isengard, seeking my counsel. For that is why you have come, is it not, my old friend?" It's like, "Saruman." It's like, so the ring of power has been found. It's like, "Oh, these long years it was in the Shire, under my very nose. That you did not have the will to see it. Your love of the halfling's leaf has clearly clouded your mind." That's the best Sean Connery you're gonna get. Although my favorite Sean Connery movie ever of all time, Dragonheart. Dragonheart is the shit. Hi, Brock. Good to see you guys. Go subscribe to Brock McGinnis, a.k.a. Indie Fan. General Kentucky Mother can't pronounce your name, you all-aboard one. I love how that's a constant meme online. It's fucking, "Hello there, General Kenobi." Love that shit. That's hilarious. Okay, so we're just gonna paint this guy, and we're gonna make him look nice and good. Let's see. The one with talking dragon. Yeah, that's Dragonheart. "I do long for death." It's like, what's the one? There's one line I really like that he said. Like, the whole ending speech where it's like, "Now it's you, Born. It's you who has to do it." It's like, what are you talking about? It's like, "With a light source of blubber, for Einen to die, I must die. Einen is dead. He lives." Just the way he says that. "He lives." Dragonheart's the shit. I know they're making another one. It's like, stop making Dragonheart movies unless you're getting Sean Connery back. I don't care. No more Dragonheart movies. I'm getting sick of them. Stop making those sequels. A New Beginning I liked, but then I went back and watched it. I'm like, wow, this sucks. This is awful. But no, I like the first Dragonheart. That's a decent, damn good-looking movie. And I want to review that at some point. That is on my to-do list, as Shrek would say. It's on my to-do list, donkey. Hey, Jack, would you try to do ASMR for like 2 seconds? There. See, that's the thing. If you guys want to see me, like, rip into ASMR and, like, make fun of it and, like, do some, like, little JonTron-esque videos on them, I'll do that. Because I actually kind of want to talk about them because I do enjoy them. They actually help me fall asleep. But in terms of, like, the way they're kind of set up, it's kind of funny. Like, I want to just poke some jokes at it. Flash Gordon 2. Oh, I would love Flash Gordon 2. Fuck yeah. Let's get a Flash Gordon 2. Let's get Sam back in that shit. And make a cameo with Ted. Make Ted part of the Flash Gordon universe. Make that canon. In my opinion, Flash Gordon went back to Earth and befriended a giant talking teddy bear voiced by Peter Griffin. Oh my god, that'd be great. I would love that. Fucking Flash Gordon goddamn 2. Get Max von Sydow back. Oh, that'd be great. Flash Gordon's awesome. Stand by my Hulkman! Dive! Why even? No, it's funny because when I first few times I ever saw clips of that, I thought he said die. It's like, stand by my Hulkman! Die! Spirited Away is my favorite animated film of all time. There is a spoiler for if you guys want to know what my favorite animated movies are. You guys want to know what my favorites are? I can let you know. Please, I definitely can. I can tell you, like, name my personal favorites. Because I do have a couple. I have a couple really good ones. Some of them you probably have never heard of. Dive! Okay, so my favorite animated movies are... Well, Spirited Away is number 1. Spirited Away is definitely number 1. Close second, because it depends on the studio. It depends on what's their best material. So Studio Ghibli and Miyazaki, it's definitely Spirited Away. Disney, in terms of animation, Hunchback of Notre Dame. Warner Brothers? Think of that one. Give me a... Like, I know they did Quest for Camelot. I know they did a few other things. I can't really narrow down exactly what would be my favorite animated thing they did. I know they did a few. I'm not 100% on that. But I do like, Spirited Away, Hunchback of Notre Dame. There's a movie most of you probably have never heard of called Mary and Max with the late Philip Seymour Hoffman. Easily his best movie. Go watch that. That is a tearjerker. Right the fuck there. Pixar, Toy Story. Toy Story 1 and Toy Story 3 especially. Hands down. Best things they ever did. Pixar-wise. DreamWorks? Because I'm 50-50 on DreamWorks. I used to like Shrek and now I hate it. I would have to say maybe How to Train Your Dragon. Maybe Monsters vs. Aliens. Mask of the Phantasm I do enjoy, but I consider that a Batman movie, not an animated movie. Trying to think of some other studios. Ralph Bakshi, Lord of the Rings. I do like his Lord of the Rings. Rankin Bass, The Last Unicorn. One of the most beautiful movies I've ever seen. The best thing Rankin Bass ever fucking did, hands down, bar none. I love The Last Unicorn. That is a beautiful film. Absolutely gorgeous. Great movie. In fact, I've gotten the author of the book to sign my DVD, as well as Mia Farrow. I met Mia Farrow at Fan Expo. She was such a great, nice lady. She signed my DVD. She was really sweet. Guys, go watch Last Unicorn. You're in for a treat. You are in for a treat and a goddamn half with The Last Unicorn. Please do. Please do. Oh my god. Let's see. Rosemary's Baby, that's a fucked up movie. That's a fucked up movie right there. That's another thing. That's another thing. The movies that I felt, those are the most fucked up movies I've ever seen in my life. Okay, so I can name a couple. Rosemary's Baby, Meet the Feebles, and Brain Dead are some of the most fucked up movies I've ever seen. Human Centipede 2 is downright almost illegal. That movie's just straight up fucking illegal. That movie's fucked up. Okay, the first one's tolerable. The second one is just pukingly disgusting. That is one of the most fucked up movies I've ever seen. Because to me, when it comes to being fucked up, it has to be... What is it? If it's really grotesque, then it's like, wow, that's fucked up. That is a messed up movie. The Passion of the Christ, I would consider a fucked up movie. Because that's just Mel Gibson's torture porn for 2 hours. And it's really unbearable. Like, I actually found it, like, the torture got really old. That is one of the most fucked up movies I've ever seen in my life. Let's see. God. No! I will not do impressions of characters I hate. Oh my god, fuck Caillou. As a Canadian, I apologize that we created such a piece of shit, whiny little chemotherapy little shit. Oh my god, Caillou sucks. Sucks. Ass. From his own diaper. Oh my god. Fuck that movie. Piece of shit. Oh my god. You guys are just loving the ranting, which is good. We all need to vent once in a while. What did I miss? I was talking about how Caillou's a piece of shit, Huey. And as a Canadian, I apologize for Caillou. And we're also talking about animated films, which is John Hammond would say. It's right up your alley. We're talking about my favorite animated movies. I'd say my favorite animated movie of all time is Spirited Away, Last Unicorn, Toy Story, Hunchback of Notre Dame by Disney. Yeah, DreamWorks, I think I said How to Train Your Dragon. It wasn't 100%. No, Mega Babies was hilarious. Caillou is the cancer, the child chemotherapy cancer of Canadian children's programming. And I mean that both literally and metaphorically. That was an awful show. But you gotta remember, like, here in Canada, you know what's weird? I wanted to do a Let's Talk on this. I wanted to talk about how, apparently in the 90s, when I was a kid, Canadian children's programming really had a thing for puppets. I'm talking like Muppet-style television series. I don't know if anybody's noticed that Canadian-wise. Because you had things like Groundling Marsh, Whimsy's House, you had Nana Land, which Your Movie Sucks is totally talked about. He's a great guy. You had things like Kitty Cats, which I don't know if anybody remembers Kitty Cats. Nobody does. The internet doesn't. There was one show that used to be on ABC. I can't remember the hell the name of it. Huey, maybe you can help me out with this, Huey. There was a show on ABC in the Family Channel, and it was Disney, I believe. I believe ABC produced it. It was sort of a Muppet show. It was a puppet show. But there's this girl named Hannah Banana. Hannah Banana. I don't know if you remember that, Huey. I cannot find any research on this goddamn show. But I have a tape of it somewhere. And I remember this show. But I cannot remember the name of it. Was it Hannah Banana? I can't remember. But it was like this girl, and they had her family and their misadventures, and it was all fucking weird-ass shit. I remember this as a kid. I can't remember what it was. It wasn't the Banana Splits. That's a mascot show, and I like how they made a horror movie. I'm kind of wanting to watch that. That actually sounds amazing. But I can't remember this show. And you bring up, okay, Huey, you bring up freaky stories. I have a story to bring up about that, okay? Because that's something I'm thinking about talking about. For those who don't know, Freaky Stories was an anthology kids show that was meant to be obviously a take on Tales from the Crypt. And, you know, I mean, as a kid, I had Tales from the Crypt Keeper, which I actually do like that cartoon. I did like that one. I like the theme song. Dun 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 dun. I love that shit. Anyway, so fucking Freaky Stories was an anthology series, horror anthology for children. So, like, you know, Are You Afraid of the Dark, Goosebumps, all that jazz. And let's see. Okay, already playing a look back. No worries. I want a cameo in that because I have one thing to say about that show, Huey, and I think it would be a really funny joke. So, Freaky Stories was an anthology series, but it was hosted in an old 50s diner late at night when it closed by a blue cockroach and a maggot. Now, they were obviously Muppets. They were hand puppets. It was kind of cool. But, Huey, if you put me in your episode, I have one cameo I want to say about the maggot character. What's his name? I want to say one thing, and it was something I thought about as a kid. I even think about it now, and it's more disturbing. All I'm going to say, to quote the cinema snob, that's a dick! That's a dick, man! I'm sorry. Like, look, Huey, you review that show, but dude, okay, Huey, you gotta admit the MAGA character, that's a penis. That's a talking dick right there. That's a penis. I'm gonna be like Brenton Floss when it comes up. Ha ha, a penis. That's a dick, man. Oh my god. Even as a kid, I'm like, that's a wiener. I was like, that's a wiener. Like, oh my god. And it's lubed and it's slimy and it's gross and it's talking. You're like, ugh. Oh my god. Okay, I wonder whoever had to puppet that thing. It makes me wonder if he took it home for his wife. Oh my god! I've got a sick mind tonight. Oh my god, that's hilarious. I'm sorry, Huey. That maggot Muppet's a fucking dick. That's hilarious. Oh my god. I've seen enough hentai to know where that shit's going. Oh my god. Come on, dude. Oh my god. Fuck. No, I'm sorry, man. That's what I've always thought that. That maggot thing was a talking penis. That was a talking penis. Oh my god. Oh, I'm laughing too hard at that. Okay, well, once I finish painting this, I'm going to answer 3 questions and call it a night, because I do need to get to bed soon, and I do want to finish these up and let these dry, and then paint the rest of them in the morning. So, who knows? Maybe I'll live stream tomorrow if you want to see more of those. I don't know. Maybe. Maybe. This is a really fun stream. I'm having fun with this one. Alright, so that's all good. Give me a minute. I'll answer your questions in a sec, guys. Let me just finish this sucker up. I might have to finish the rest tomorrow, but that's okay. Okay, I'm just going to finish up this last paint thing. Oh, just talking penis. What a way to end the night. God damn it. Okay, so we're going to let these dry. We're going to let these dry. And I'm going to put these brushes away. But I'll answer your questions first. Then we're going to call it a night. So, as usual, I am going to fire 3 more questions, 3 wishes, and X-nay for wishing on more wishes. Okay, so, have I seen the music? Oh, shit. Thoughts on Anna Green Gables? Never watched it. I watched Little House on the Prairie. Is that the one with the deaf girl? I can't remember. But I think out of all those kind of, what I call Downton Abbey looking things, I preferred that show. Who was the woman who wrote the stories about Peter Rabbit? There was a show that was aired. It was like, it started with this sort of like Downton Abbey shit, and then it would cut to a cartoon of like Peter Rabbit. I can't remember what the name of the show was, but it was the girl who wrote Peter Rabbit. Better adaptation than the actual Peter Rabbit movie. That movie was a piece of shit. Oh my god, wait, that's ruining my childhood right there. So I can't remember, but that's the kind of thing. Question number 2. Holy shit, they're going by like crazy. The World of Peter Rabbit and Friends. I grew up with that shit. Yeah, but that Peter Rabbit movie was awful. The movie that just came out was fucking awful. That was like hop bad. Okay. Bellatrix Potter. Holy shit, the questions are going. Jack, please take my question. Are you going to review Disney's Raid Last Dragon movie? Never seen it. Last question. Will I review? Okay, I'll answer Hugh's question. Yeah, I want to do that, maybe that Jumanji thing. But anyway, will I review 1 million years BC, the 1966 film? Yes, that is on the schedule. I have the script written. We have a script. I can say that right now. That is an incoming review, probably around late summer. But it is written, and it's all good, but I have to get some more episodes out of the way first. So, there you go. But yeah, Huey, I'll think about the Jumanji thing. So that's it for these questions, guys. Thanks so much again for coming to this live stream. Really love you guys coming in. This is a really long one. It means more ads for me. So, if you have any further questions, post your comments down below. Don't forget to share this shit. Subscribe. We're getting really close to 6,000 subscribers. We're really close. So I would really appreciate that. Get us 6,000. Hey, if I get to 6, I'll tell you what. If I get to 6,000 subscribers, I'll do another live stream. How about that? I'll do one tomorrow. Of course, if you guys want to follow me on social media, you can follow me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. I've been posting there a lot more now. TikTok. I'm huge on TikTok. And follow me on BitChute. If you want to support the channel, go check out our Patreon, just $1 more. We'll get you early access to all of our content, as well as other special features. You can also send us donations, gifts, questions, letters in our mailing address at BigJackFilms, PO Box 326, Queensville, Ontario, L0G1R0. Any help is appreciated. On top of that, our shout-outs today. Brock McGinnis. I'm going to throw Huey 2 more in there too, guys. He could use some help. But I also want to send a major shout-out to BATTYALANA, great cosplayer. Check out her Instagram. LUNACHIBUNNIE on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. And finally, there's... I can't remember her name. Oh, fuck. Something Faye. But she's in the description. Please do so. Please, guys, go help her out. She's been going through a rough time. STARLYNNFAY. Go check out STARLYNNFAY. Thank you very much, Brian. Go check out STARLYNNFAY. Follow her on Twitter. Subscribe to her YouTube channel. She's really used to help, guys. She's a great talent. We just met her. We want to help out however we can because she seems like a great gal to work with. But anyway, guys, yeah, just, follow me around. So, of course, as always, like, comment, subscribe. I will see you guys later. This is BigJackFilms signing off, and... freaky stories. If somebody ever tells you about a freaky story, don't mention the talking penis. Bye.